What's up, citizens of Avina Vlogs? Welcome to my weekly video. It is post-holiday for you guys. It is pre-holiday for me as I'm filming this. But for everyone, I want to say Happy Thanksgiving. And it is the end of November. And something I'm going to be starting to do is I'm going to be doing what obviously you can tell from the title is I'm going to be doing a monthly book wrap-up. Which means that after every month, I'm going to be doing a little overview of the books I read. This is going to include ebook and paperback, both older books and newer books. So, sky's the limit. And this month we had, about 3 books in total that I read and did reviews for. So, I'm going to go over them now and let you guys know what my thoughts were. The first 2 are going to be ebooks that I was given copies by the author to review. So discretion. I was given this book for a fair, honest review for the first 2, and then the last book's going to be a paperback hard copy. So let's get to it, shall we? Here is author Anthony Avina's November 2015 book wrap-up. Alright guys, so forgive me if I look down here sometimes. I'm actually looking over my notes for each review that I did. But the first book I'm going to be discussing is The Ghost of Normandy Road, which is a book by John Hennessy, and it is the first in the Haunted Minds Volume 1 series, or the Haunted Minds series. This is Volume 1. So, I have actually read one of John Hennessy's books before, called Murderous Little Darlings, and that was a good book. But I actually really enjoyed this one a lot better. And you guys should probably see a graphic of his cover somewhere on the screen. It's probably going to be over there or over here. But anyways, it was a really great read. It was a little longer than Murderous Little Darlings was. It was, I would say the only backslide would be some formatting issues, but I did love the setting and the tone of the story. It kind of reminded me of an old school Victorian era setting, you know, like the way it's written, the imagery kind of used in the book, even though there's a modern voice to it as well. So it was kind of an interesting play on words. Like I said, the only backslide was the digital formatting of the book. Kind of made it hard to follow at certain points. But once I got over the formatting and focused solely on the plot being written, it was like hard to put down. It was like really good to read. And I really had goosebumps at certain points, you know, because there's some really creepy imagery used, and the characters written had some twists and turns that you really didn't see coming, especially because a lot of the characters were younger, you know, kid age characters. So The Ghost of Normandy Road, John Hennessy did a great job with it. I give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Really worth the read, so I highly suggest you guys go read your copy. Now, this next book I'm going to describe to you in the following way. If Dean Koontz were to write a historical fiction novel with an Indiana Jones kind of character, a female Indiana Jones too, and were to include both strong male and female characters to where I felt like there is an even tone throughout the whole book, I think it would be this one. And the book I'm talking about is called Draken by Brendan LaGrange. Now, the awesome thing about this was I was actually able to do an interview, email interview with the author himself, and all that can be all these reviews and interviews and everything can be found on my personal blog, authorAnthonyAvina.tumblr.com. So make sure you check out all our social media links down below so you can follow me and check out all that stuff. But this was really well written. It's very fast-paced writing. You never felt like you were bored at any point, and there is like rich history sprinkled throughout the book. It was really well done. It follows a young marine archaeologist who is looking for this supposedly lost treasure, but she doesn't find it aboard the ship, the Draken. Instead, she finds clues to its real location, and along the way, she ends up, getting into a lot of trouble with some bad people, and the lines between ally and foe really quickly begin to blur. This is actually going to be the first in a series, according to Lagrange, and you can read all about it in the interview that we did. But I loved the history of it. I loved the pace of it. It was really well done. I did receive a free copy of this as well. But there's equal parts action, equal parts history, adventure, and thriller mixed into this book. And, getting to the actual writing, I loved that the characters' backstories, you got to slowly find out who they were instead of all at once, because you liked having that element of mystery about all your characters. Like, you really didn't know who to trust fully, except for like the two main characters in this book. There's just like hidden motivations possibly for everyone. So it was a great mystery. It was a great book. I loved it, and I think you guys will too. So Draken by Brendan Lagrange. Check it out and pick up your copy. Well, guys, I got one more book review to do for you guys, or book wrap up. Something that I have never, I have read before, but it's been a long time since I've read this style. I picked up a copy of Joe Sugg's graphic novel, username Evie. I bought it at Target, and I love comic books. I'm a big comic book fan. Joe Sugg's a great YouTuber. I really enjoy his, sketches and his vlogs and everything. And so when I was reading about it, I read the story, or read about the story, and it sounded very interesting and unique. And I loved that it was a female-driven comic book character. So I picked up a copy. I read it. It was a fast read, so I will say that it's a very fast read. But I don't think that's necessarily a negative thing. I actually think it's a good thing that there's so much artwork and detail with such, evenly sprinkled out plot points and dialogue that you really just zoomed through it, and it was like you had to devour it all at once. I'll read to you the description off the back here. Like anyone who feels they don't fit in, Evie dreams of a safe place. When times are tough, all she wants is a chance to escape from reality and be herself. Yet, unknown to Evie, her loving father has been working tirelessly to create a virtual world where she can get away, and life as she knows it is about to change forever. Could this be the perfect world Evie has been looking for, or has longed for? Or does her hardest journey still lie ahead? This comic book, this graphic novel, was really great. It wasn't like too graphic as far as graphic novel goes. It was like hardly any language. It was kind of like a young adult graphic novel, to be honest with you guys. It was really well written. I think a lot of his younger audience is going to enjoy it, but I also think long-term comic book fans are going to enjoy it as well. It's something that can kind of bridge the gap between two different fandoms, so to speak. For his first foray into the comic book world, I think Joe Sugg did an amazing job. The writing is great, the artwork is great, and it's a really amazing read. I highly recommend it. So, final book of the month, my book wrap up, Username Evie by Joe Sugg. Go pick up your copies today. Well, there you guys go. That was my book wrap up of November 2015. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm doing a lot more reading now than I was before. So once a month, I'll be doing a book wrap up, kind of talking about the books I've read in that month. Some months will be shorter than others. Some will be longer. It just depends on the month and what books I am reading. I am starting the Mortal Instruments books over again, but that is in my downtime reading right now. I got a few books in the wings to read for my review company that I work for. Um, but all that said, um, I hope you enjoyed this this video. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a moment, but that is my book wrap up of the month. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next time I see you for a book wrap up, it'll be December, which means holiday books and all that fun jazz. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. In the comments below, I want you to tell me what books you've read in the month of November and what books you hope to read in December. That's especially for all you booktube fans out there, people who love to watch us booktubers. Leave your thoughts down below. And that's everything this month, guys. Thanks so much for watching this week's video. Like I said, leave your comments down below. Give this video a big thumbs up. Like this video, comment on it, favorite it, and share it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Every time you subscribe, it means the world to me. So hit that subscribe button. Share this channel, this video with your family, your friends, your loved ones. Let's help build this community up to even bigger community than it already is. And check out our social media links down below. And check out the eye in the sky for today's recommended videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time. Long days and pleasant nights, my friends.